One.
Hey everyone, this is Dragon Armor 95 here. Seriously, this thing takes a little bit to load, but don't worry. We're back with more NiGHTS Awakening.
Hi.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep,
Marins of all ages.
we're doing another chapter. Yahoo!
Clap your hands.
Chapter 14, Firefly Ballet.
Oh god, I'm envisioning Owl City right now. Okay, and Jackson, not now.
I'm so sorry, Jackson. I should tell him to go to sleep. Give me
Thank
a
you. Anyways, we can pretty much start.
Yeah, here I got the first part. Owl's gonna speak, so I'll get the not speaky part there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ella and Clarius are searching through the woods when Owl appears.
Visitors.
Owl, what's the word on the other end? Owl hovers in front of them.
Apparently, someone fixed the mirrors before Helen, Will, and I arrived at the palace. They even cleaned up the mess, leaving no trace to be found.
Whoa, that's odd.
Clarice rubbed her head. Indeed, I told the children to search elsewhere, for I fear something quite suspicious is going on.
Owl lands on Elliot's head.
Have you had any thoughts on this? I bet Owl's talons are trimmed so he's not going to hurt Elliot's head.
Yeah, he probably also had practice.
Mm-hmm.
Not to claw someone up.
Anywho.
Elliot thinks for a moment.
We have to leave our thoughts wide open, Owl. It may be anything. Precisely why I have a great fear of it. Well, let's keep going then.
Owl nods.
Agreed.
He hovers beside them now, as they enter a clearing filled with wildflowers and dotted with small trees. Here, I'll get the not speaky parts because it's going to be Helen and Will, so you guys are going to be talking a lot.
We're literally in Lost Park now.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll get the not speaky parts for you.
There we go.
Alrighty. At the same time, Will and Helen are walking along the lake of Desert Oasis.
I like this place. Of yours, Will?
Helen told them.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She looks at a small lake nearby.
It's pretty, too.
Nights and I used to go dolphin persona and swim here. Especially when we chased the octopi.
Yep, still Helen.
Okay. Man, Knights always love chasing octopus, no matter how many times we just did it.
We haven't seen him. Did you say that yourself, or did you make Helen say it?
They're kind of just talking back and forth. So Helen just said the Knights part, and then the next line is Will's with octopi.
Okay. We haven't seen him either. This world has been feeling dark and damp. How? It's a desert!
Emotionally.
We missed one line.
Yeah. Will lower... Yeah, we kind of skipped a line, but octopi probably ran away because of what's happening, so... Will lowers his head.
I wish Knights was back.
Now you don't cry on me, Will.
I'm sorry, Helen. I just wish I knew what to do.
Well, we can sing and we can keep this place nice just like he would.
Yeah, you're right. But I will have to draw the line at trying to fly and playing an invisible flute. Yeah.
That got them both laughing. And a little bug flies on Will's nose. He sneezes when its feet tickle his nose too much, making it fly off in front of his face. Helen giggles.
You look like a cloud. Oh, look, there's more.
Will looks up, and sure enough, there's a multitude of colored lights in the sky.
Fireflies. Rainbow fireflies.
The two watch as the fireflies silently dance in the twilight sky, while dewdrops on the plants and rocks glimmer and shine like small stars with their mystical glow. Then, slowly, Will and Helen begin to hear soft music.
Okay, seriously, how can we never see the scenery change the colors? I mean, like the time of day and such, like day to night, because Helen basically had that in her third dream world. Why couldn't we get that with the others? I want to see some night actives.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. Let me get this, because you guys will have a lot more speaky parts coming up here.
Okay.
Just to be fair to you guys.
Okay.
There we go. Getting swept into the moment, Helen hums along. The bugs all twirl around the pair in twos. After a little while, some of the fireflies began to circle both of the dreamers and bring them together, while others are dancing all around them to the growing music, their light illuminating the night. Will and Helen both blush slightly as they dance together along with the fireflies, following their movements almost perfectly, with time seeming to slow down around them. Meanwhile, a familiar yet unknown jester is watching the fireflies with great wonder.
I got it. I definitely get the idea. That is definitely a familiar face. I mean, just a thought. Anywho.
Okay, I'm gonna keep reading you guys are gonna be doing speaky parts here a lot.
Yes.
Elliot, Clarice, and Owl find themselves in the clearing near the Firefly Ballroom. Elliot whispers in awe.
Would you look at that? 10,000 fireflies.
Some fireflies noticed them and began to encourage them into the dance, circling the two dreamers and Owl.
I believe they wished for us to join them.
Spoke up Owl. Clarice nods as she and Elliot started to dance, and a couple of fireflies dance with Owl. Will and Helen spot them and wave to them. As they dance, the music seems to reach its peak, and the light of the fireflies seemed to change. The jester, having watched the fireflies at this time, for a moment thinks he sees faint shapes within the light. Although he wasn't sure, quietly he reaches for one, while a kid a world away does too, smiling with some sort of joy. Elliot sees a shape coming towards them.
Hey, what's that?
Everyone turns to look. The firefly still dancing fly in a sort of circle, so the dreamers could look at the fog, which had a shape of a jester.
Who? I don't believe it,
says Owl.
Is it nice?
Helen asked.
I would know his presence anywhere.
Owl replies.
It seems that he is dreaming at the edge of consciousness, hence the fog. But the interesting thing is, I think he can somewhat see us.
As if to prove him right, the fog knights floats in front of Clarice and Helen and seems to wave hello. It seems really strange to Knights that these foggy shapes seem to look straight at him when he reached out his hand. So he waves once more to be sure they can see him.
Okay, for some reason I'm getting visuals from shall we say London Olympics for the DS, where you're basically dealing with fog enemies. That's what I'm visualizing.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't think about that.
Anywho.
His head tilts to the side when one waves back, so he waves again. Helen waves again. Oh, I should fix that. Helen waves, smiling.
He can see us.
She giggles and Elliot nods.
Indeed. But he probably only sees us as we see him.
Will sighs.
If only we can talk to him. We can warn him about Wiseman and his goons.
And perhaps even ask him where he is, added Clarence. Knights itched his head. Now what were the shapes doing? All he heard was something indistinguishable, but he couldn't understand it. Owl sighs, flying next to the foggy Knights.
Unless we figure something out before he wakes up, this sighting will not mean anything.
Will then gets an idea.
I got it!
Will, you are silly. What Knight sees next surprises him. The fireflies begin to fly into shapes in front of him, forming words. He reads them out loud.
Hello? Hello, Knights. Listen for your song in the real world. Beware Wiseman.
He looks at the shapes again in disbelief.
How did you...
They shape more words, but this time from him.
Beware?
The fireflies form an answer to Knight's question.
You are in terrible danger. Wiseman has a new recruit, and they are going to capture you. We are trying to find you so we can stop them, Knights. Find me?
Knights rubbed his head, looking more confused.
But where am I?
The fireflies move around. And World, you can put any or you can read some parts. It's not clear who's saying some of them. So
I guess this is
Okay,
Owl speaking. I think this is like Owl speaking. Because
It could be Owl.
yeah. Anyways, you are in the waking world, Knights. You are dreaming right now. This is why you can't see us clearly. Do you not remember falling into the dark ocean?
he rubs his head, trying to think.
Riella shot me, then the darkness, then a light, but then... and then...
Knights then holds his head.
I can't think or remember anything past that.
Here, do you want to read the not speaking line here?
I could read it.
Yeah.
After not getting a response, but still, the dreamers asked the fireflies to form the words.
Knights, are you
Knights?
alright?
The frog creature seems to be surrounded by as the fireflies do so.
This is what they get.
Mind foggy. It's hard to think. Getting harder and harder.
We'll do that part if you can.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah, Clarice is gonna speak, so I can't do both.
His head shook. He shook his head some more as if he would help at all.
Knights, no!
So he cried.
The fireflies. Oh, go ahead.
The fireflies from the world tonight.
Listen for the song, Knights.
Listen.
The fog The fog creature seems to worry tonight about a blowy vision.
Owl shakes his head.
It's no use, visitors. He's waking up. Hopefully he will remember this at the right time, if he remembers this at all.
Here, I got it. The fireflies seem sad to see Knight like this, as they hug him before he disappears. Knight smiles a bit at this before fading away completely. Here, I got this. It's your boy world. I'll read
Hey,
the not
Daddy.
speaking parts. Here we go. August sat up in his bed, rubbing his head tiredly. Glancing at the alarm, he sighs.
Really? 3:45 in the morning?
He worms his feet from under the blankets. His door is open just a crack, letting a little bit of light from the hallway fall across the floor.
Well, I'm glad Molly is getting some sleep, unlike me. I wonder if we still have some peanut butter.
The fireflies seem very sad, as one by one they disappear, till only one remains. Will holds it in his hand.
Well, at least we did all we could.
He turns to look at his friends.
Now I'm gonna practice even harder for the talent show.
Right, even harder. Later.
The few days show
Okay, we
great
can-
improvement in everyone, including Will's singing voice. They sometimes even practice in NiGHTS before going out to search for more clues, and Owl helps by being the conductor. So what, is he literally the owl from a hand type? DJ Cruz! Anywho,
Okay, here, I got the not speaky parts.
go ahead.
The weird thing is, they saw no sign of Riella, Guyana, or any of the other Nightmarins. No hint at all. It worried them, of course. 3 days before the concert, Elliot calls a substitute teacher in for his gym class. He worried himself sick.
Think Mr. Edwards is okay?
August asks, throwing a three-pointer.
I hope he doesn't miss the first game of the season.
Will shrugs.
I don't know. He has had a lot on his mind lately. I can't really blame him if he doesn't feel well.
You're right. Watch this. I'm throwing it behind.
Will watches August's fancy movements.
Nice.
Thank you.
Twirling that ball in his fingers.
I'm getting good.
Get good. Better than me. So, do you have any ideas for the show Thursday?
Well, we got some neon lights coming in. There's a girl singing Dynamite, from the US.
No. I mean, are you gonna do something? Or do you not want to?
August boops himself on the head.
I do, but I'm still working on some ideas.
You want to be ready? I get it. I actually can't wait for the talent show. Since I might see an old friend.
You won't have long to wait. Molly's taking me to the mall. Why don't you and Helen join me?
I'd love to go. Let me go ask Helen after class.
Great! Right outside the school. I will meet you there after you practice. What?
After your practice.
Practicing it's improving.
Will
What the
nods
heck?
and begins to practice.
Later. After school. Here we go. Later after school, Will finds Helen at her locker.
Hey, August invited us to hang out with him. You want to?
She grabs a few things and closes her locker.
So I will.
Great, let's go. He's waiting outside with Molly.
Lead the way.
Oh, and August is getting it, so I can do Helen if she pops up.
Yeah.
Okay.
August waves to them by the car.
Hey guys, over here.
Will takes her out front to where August is waiting by the car.
Sorry if we took long, August. Hey, Miss M.
Hi, kids.
Kid,
Oh, go ahead.
she said with a smile. Hop right in.
Will and Helen sit their book bag. Set their book bags into the trunk, and then get into the back seats of the car.
This is Will talking.
Yeah.
Either or.
Anyways, what's that sound?
This is great. My dad and I have been thinking of getting a dog. So this is a perfect opportunity to look for one. Oh gosh, Will, remember the last time you had to deal with a dog? It wasn't a good time.
Nope. No, it wasn't.
Well, I know this great place, sweetie.
Molly smiles from the driver's seat.
Well, when we get there, I'm headed to get a grocery store. Someone ate all the peanut butter last night.
She said with a sly tone while August rubs his head with embarrassment. Helen looks at August. Oh, Helen.
Okay. This is. Wait. Is it really? Okay. This is the 5th time this month, August. Is something bothering you?
He shook his head.
Nah. I just like to snack when I can't sleep.
Here I got it. I didn't know he had any sleeping problems.
Helen replies. August shrugs.
It's on and off thing.
Helen falls quiet. Will leans forward. So, what are the stories you want to visit, August?
Oh, there's a real nice, neat one called Middle Soundworks. It got all kind of sound equipment. Then there's this bookstore and the new smoothie place I've been dying to try.
Really?
Exclaimed Helen, perking up.
Me too!
Great, we go there first.
Will rolls his eyes and settles in for the ride. Soon Molly parks the car at a huge mall and Will gets out first.
So, do we split up or go together? Well, let's split up and meet in the food court at lunch.
Molly suggested.
That will give me time to go to the grocery store.
Later. And it doesn't matter who says the first line. It's probably August.
Yes, since he wanted to go to the place.
I told you they have a great strawberry.
I really wanted. Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
That was Helen, so.
Go. No, you can.
Yeah, I figured since you got Will. I got it.
Yes.
I really want to try their Sunny Beach blend.
Replied Helen.
What about you, Mrs. M?
I'll get banana.
Neat.
Helen replies.
I was also thinking of looking at the clothes shops. I want to look nice for the talent show.
Both boys roll their eyes at the same time.
Girls.
Molly laughed.
I heard that, you two.
Besides,
Helen looking at Will.
We should also look nice for when we see our friend again. It doesn't matter here.
Well, let's hit the stores then.
Will not.
Then see ya.
He runs off, and Helen looks at August. So you want me to pick up a dress? You want to help me pick up a dress?
So, but don't count on me modeling the dresses for you.
That one's cute.
Yes.
I like this one. It's so cute.
That's the end of chapter 14. It's a cute one.
Yeah, no kidding.
A little bit of plot, a little bit of fluff.
I see what you mean. It actually is cute. Do 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 do. Bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba dum bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba dum.
There is the next chapters are kind of the same, but a little more fluff.
Oh gosh, how much fluff are we going to do?
But the next two chapters, I recommend whenever we do a session again to do those as one video because it's a part one, part two.
Oh gosh.
They're not too long.
Just right now, I think we're good on chapters for the time being.
Yep. We got enough done tonight, folks. But we will do more soon.
Yeah. See you all later.
Have a good night. Sleep tight.
Good night, guys.
Yay! And of course, don't let the fireflies get you.
Unless you want to dance.
Oh boy.